this week's Terra Talk. We are in session 2 of a 2-part series, and I've invited with me Mrs. Meester. Thank you, Mrs. Meester, for joining me. We are in Makerspace. This is her home space, and she is going to share with us today about ChatGPT. What is it? Maybe you have heard about it, maybe you haven't heard about it. She's going to fill us in, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about our approach here at Chess, how we are looking forward to using ChatGPT.
Thank you, Tara. Yeah, I'm so happy we're sitting here in the Makerspace. This is one of our future forward initiatives to help our students develop those skills of critical thinking, collaboration, problem solving. We do this in a lot of different ways. And so we know, as Ms. Dennison talked last week, that these are really important skills no matter how education is being delivered, how information is being processed or delivered. And so we want to continue to develop that in our students. So one of the latest trends, as you've probably heard, is generative AI. There are many tools as part of this development, but one of the ones that you've probably heard of most is called ChatGPT. I'm sure that you've heard that it may be a way for students to cheat or to bypass other educational or thinking skills, but actually this is a really neat development that's happened in the technology world and the information world, and we're actually excited about how our teachers and our students can use this in their information processing.
Can you talk a little bit about how our approach is, we are using it and we want to use it to drive some of our education rather than excluding it or trying to control it?
Right. So there are actually school districts in the United States who have tried to ban this completely. Generally, that is not a recommended course, and at Chess, we're definitely not going to do that. What ChatGPT is, if it will help to start that way, it is a chat box. It is a natural language processing tool. It creates language from a very large data set of information that was downloaded and fed to it for all this time. Its cutoff date is 2021, so it doesn't have any current information, but it is actually excellent at describing concepts. It has books and Wikipedia and all kinds of articles and things that have been fed into it. So for concepts, it does very, very well. It can also code. Mr. Clifton has used this a lot and discovered a lot of really neat things there. But one thing it does really, really well is called text differentiation. So it can deliver text, answer questions, talk about concepts in whatever comprehension level or whatever length you need it to do. So it's a really useful tool for teachers to be able to deliver information on a more personalized level even to students so that they can understand a concept perhaps in a way that's more accessible to them.
Right. I love that. And I love that rather than trying to exclude it from something, I mean, it's in our higher ed, it is being utilized in corporations. It is all over the place. So I'm really grateful that we are not trying to ban it, but we're instead looking for us to change. How are we going to engage with education, and how are we going to help our students learn what the future is for them? How are they going to utilize ChatGPT in their higher ed, in their profession? And learning how to utilize that.
Right. So I think it's really important to know that if you love it or you hate it, AI is not going anywhere.
Right.
It is developing very quickly. It is becoming, it's entering into a lot of educational areas and a lot of corporate areas.
One thing I really appreciate about you, Mrs. Meester, and your leadership and how you're learning. You have your own ChatGPT account. You are doing searches. You're learning how to improve your prompts of it. And what we do know already is that it's not telling you, it's not giving you information that you didn't already know. It's helping you understand things and deepen things that you already are feeding it.
Correct.
So that's an important distinction, that it's not just going to just do school for me.
No, absolutely not. And actually you can use it as just a simple search engine, but really the way that it works best is if you are using it kind of as a virtual assistant, or if you're having a conversation with it, which can seem a little bit strange. But when you do that, when you use your prior knowledge, things that you already know, feed it information, work with it a little bit, you can find that it can save you time, but actually increase your knowledge and help you to leverage your knowledge in the best way possible. So it really is an exciting opportunity for our students. Again, they are going to access it at some point, and we want them to be able to do that wisely and in the best way possible.
We also know that we're not fearful of it just doing the work for the students and being able to cheat through it. That's one of the major concerns, is that students are just going to have ChatGPT write their papers, do their math problems for them. How are we here at Chess going to ensure that we're having students demonstrate their learning in additional ways?
Well, some of the ways that we're doing that is educating teachers about how to use it, because if you interact with it, you begin to recognize some of its text tells, things that it repeats. Again, it's a language model, so it mimics a lot of sources, and you can often tell if a student doesn't know how to use it, they're going to generate something that sounds very AI. So if teachers are aware of what it sounds like, then they will be able to recognize this. There is also software, and we are looking into all the ways to be able to detect that. But basically at Chess, we work a lot on the process rather than the product. So if we have our teachers working with students according to the process, how to construct a paper and not just the final paper, then it's not very easy to cheat in that kind of environment. And we're really happy with the amount of collaboration and thinking, problem solving that we have here to help do that.
Right, rubrics are not easy for ChatGPT to navigate through it. So when we have rubrics in our projects and we have project-based type learning, those are also ways that we avoid somebody just being able to copy and paste a response on ChatGPT. So we have a lot yet to learn, and we're up for the challenge. We love learning around here. That's one of our core values here at Chess, is transformative future. So we're never going to just say we've got education mastered and we're just going to do it all day, every day. We are always learning, and I love that about you, Mrs. Meester, that you love to learn, and you're always consuming it and offering our students, our teachers, the most cutting edge experiences that we can here at Chess. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for informing our community and just sharing with them a little bit about what we're discovering and what we're learning here at Chess. Thank you guys for listening. I would love to hear your comments or questions, so feel free to email me at tlee@chesschristian.com.
Yes, thank you, Tara, for having me. Thank you for hearing me out. I'd be happy to help any of our families or our students to be able to navigate this. So feel free to email me at ameester@chesschristian.com, or to stop by and see me in the library or the makerspace, where I'm here interacting with students.
Wonderful. Thank you. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time on Tara Talk.